So when most of us think of Duke basketball this season, chances are the first name that comes to mind is Cooper Flag. And it's for obvious reason. He was their top 5-star recruit pickup, he's the favorite to go first overall in the upcoming NBA draft, and he's been doing some incredible things this season. March Madness is right around the corner. We're nearing one of the best times of the year in sports. And Duke currently holds the number one position in the ACC largely because Cooper Flag is hooping. But what if I told you Duke has another 5-star recruit freshman who mainstream media simply hasn't really been covering, who could very well end up being a significant 2025 draft pick as well. If you're a Duke fan, you know exactly who I'm referring to, but the casual fan may not be aware. And this hooper is Isaiah Evans, a 6'6 guard who's been receiving much more opportunity over the past month, and he's been going crazy as a result of it. As I record this video, he's fresh off a 19-point performance after his first time starting this season, and let's just say he makes Duke look even more dangerous as we near the NCAA tournament. Not only is he super animated, bringing energy after any big play, but he's also a major offensive weapon and he's got a burner. It's almost silly to see he receives less than 20 minutes a game and played an even smaller role on the bench to start the season, but hey man, when it comes to these blue blood schools, you're surrounded with so much talent that receiving a starting position fresh out the gate is never a guarantee. The coaches just get to choose between so many options. But anyway, today we'll discuss exactly why this is Duke's best kept secret, some of his abilities, and more. So yeah, bro, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments, man. What do you think of Isaiah Evans? Is he already NBA ready? NBA material? Why or why not? And yeah, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content and we're on the grind of 5K, so close to utmost death. Appreciate it. But back to the video. Now I'm sure this isn't just me, but just looking at the archetype of a player like Isaiah Evans, I see Brandon Ingram, like clear as day. Of course, another former Blue Devil, which probably makes it even more obvious, but regardless, Isaiah is basically a slightly shorter version of Brandon Ingram standing at 6'6", but they've both got that, super skinny build, crazy 6'9", 6'10"-ish wingspan, and are fairly athletic. And this frame of his was a recipe for ridiculous offense in high school. You see, Isaiah played for North Mecklenburg High School, basically in Charlotte, North Carolina, and made a pretty big name for himself out here. As a senior, he averaged a whopping 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, just spanking the opposing teams, helping lead his team to a 30-3 record, in addition to a state championship. He was going crazy. And all of this led to a McDonald's All-American selection alongside, all the other big name freshmen out there. ESPN ranked him as the 15th best player in the nation for his class, and he was of course a 5-star recruit. So yeah, with all this background context, it truly is hard to imagine he wasn't just handed the keys to a starting position at Duke. It's probably fair to say that most other programs out there wouldn't have wasted any time. However, as we all know, Duke is not your typical program. Freshmen especially don't always get that instant starter position. And to Duke's credit, it's working for them. Even when players don't stay multiple years, whatever they got going down there in Durham is clearly working because Duke players enter the NBA ready to go. Just look at Jared McCain, Duke's best freshman last year. If it wasn't for bro experiencing a season-ending injury on the 76ers, he was going to be the NBA's Rookie of the Year for sure. So the point is, Duke develops their talent. And I'm sure, Isaiah's been able to have so much patience in his role because he knows Duke is legit. And now that he's receiving more opportunity, he's balling out on the national stage. This is how players boost their draft stock. If no one sees what's going on, how will your name even spread? Exactly. But anyway, when it comes to his numbers on the season, it's not much to look at here. Due to him receiving just 15 minutes a game, he ain't out here averaging 20 points or nothing super special like that. However, based on the sample size of his latest few performances, he's definitely capable. If there's anything to pay attention to across the stats here, It's his efficiency. Isaiah has a burner, currently shooting 45% from the field and 45% from three on about 4 attempts per game. He's had a game where he hit 6 threes, a couple games with 5 threes, and so on. So just playing devil's advocate here as a scout, looking at him as a prospect, his ability to knock down shots on a consistent basis is a bright green flag. And it's probably the main strength of his he's been able to put on display. But this side of things is honestly a blessing and a curse, because it's a bit unfortunate that his role at Duke is more so catered at using his shot making abilities off the catch rather than giving him a bunch of chances to go off the dribble and show his skill set there, because there is plenty more to his game. You know, although he isn't the strongest, his length allows him to stretch past the defense when attacking the basket. He may go for a floater, sneaky layup, or if there's enough space, just dunk it. He hasn't shown much of how athletic he can be in this limited role where, again, he's often a catch and shoot guy, but he's definitely got it in his Duffy. So essentially, we're talking about a very solid 3-level scorer here. And then defensively, man, just off the archetype, 6'10" wingspan, we're talking about someone with some serious two-way potential. It's an area he's grown in while at Duke. You see, truth be told, part of the reason his minutes were so limited earlier in the season was because Duke's head coach was not messing with Isaiah's defense. Feel me? And now I honestly don't watch enough Duke basketball to vouch for this point to say if his defense was really that weak or not. But needless to say, that side of his game has grown. Coach John recently praised Isaiah after a win versus Miami, basically telling reporters, yeah, man, everyone knows Isaiah's got a burner. But what he cares about is that his defense has been incredible and that he's been able to guard the ball as well as anybody on the team. This is yet again another green flag to NBA scouts. Beyond their present capabilities as far as NBA prospects, scouts are always trying to gauge coachability. They're always trying to gauge potential. And in this case of Isaiah, the potential is just about all there is to talk about. And just take his season averages, for example. He's averaging 8 points a game in 15 minutes. But in the few games where he's received at least 20 minutes, that 8 points a game suddenly goes up to 15 points a game. So point being, there's a lot left on the table here. But yeah, man, I'm nearing the end of this video. I won't drag it out too long, but man, oh man, I'm not gonna lie, watch out for Duke in the tournament. March Madness is gonna be fun this year for Blue Devil fans. Hopefully Isaiah continues to play well and receive opportunity, because watching him get buckets is just entertaining. Like I said, he's one of the most energetic players out there. He doesn't shy away from antics, and it's cool to see. But yeah, man, with that being said, that's about it for the video. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Has Isaiah shown enough to be selected in the 2025 NBA draft in y'all's opinion? Do you believe he should stay a year at Duke to further develop? Why or why not? Hey, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching, bro. Like the sub, share, sub if new, all of that. I'll see y'all boys in the next one, and I'm out.